Hey everyone, it's Ben Schneider, and this video is going to be a little bit different than what I usually put out on my channel. As you can tell by the title, I don't even have a post up on it yet. In fact, this video will probably end up being the first post, but I've started a Patreon page, and I want to tell you why. As many of you know, and certainly you would know if you're subscribed to this channel already, I've been creating content on YouTube for a few years now. Whether you're here for the motorsports videos, the game show stuff, the Grid Network highlights, or if you've been here since I was uploading the podcast from the Scout Radio days, I truly appreciate every single one of you who has stuck around and is subscribed to the channel. Now, I don't want anyone thinking that I'm desperate for cash or anything. I'm fortunate enough to have a modest amount of income coming from the shows I do with Grid Network, the articles I write for Brock Beard and LastCar.info, and of course YouTube's ad revenue. I'm financially secure at the moment. I'm not begging for your support to survive or anything like that. I'm just using this as another tool to help expand upon the work that I'm doing. The main intent and the main place that the funds from this are going to go towards is offsetting the cost of travel for what's kind of become my own version of the double. You may recall last year I took a back-to-back weekend trip out to the West Coast to cover the races at Portland and Sonoma, which are the home tracks of Grid and LastCar respectively. And both of those experiences went very well enough that I'm hoping to make the trip happen again this year. But as someone who lives on the East Coast, it's not exactly cheap to travel all the way out there, so I need some help to make it worthwhile. Also, if you've simply been enjoying the content and you want a way to give back while that is by no means necessary, here's your opportunity to do so. But in addition to my own page, I also want to tell you about a couple of other Patreon pages as well. Both Grid Network and LastCar.info have Patreons of their own, and by supporting them, you're still supporting me as well. First of all, regardless of whether or not you can support our work monetarily, if there's only one single action you take from this video, make sure you go subscribe to the Grid Network YouTube channel. I'll put a card up in the top right corner so that you have a direct link there. Our team leader, Joe, has this goal to get to 500 subscribers on that channel before the Daytona 500 next month, and to be frank, at the current rate we're growing, it's not looking like we're on pace to get there. But if everyone watching this went over and subscribed right now, we could probably get there within the next 24 to 48 hours. So if you enjoy the show highlights I post to my channel here, you want to watch the shows live, go subscribe directly to the Grid channel so that you can do so and support the entire team. Also, if you really want to support the Grid team, like I mentioned, Joe's got a Patreon set up for Grid Network as well. You'll be supporting everybody on our team by making a pledge over there. I also want to highlight Brock's Patreon, the Lastreon as it's so called. Brock is in the midst of creating what I believe could very well end up becoming the greatest NASCAR YouTube documentary series ever. 500 Days started as a 3-part deal on the lost storylines of the 2001 Daytona 500, and it's done so well that it's now evolved into what's hopefully going to be a full 2001 NASCAR season recap. Now, obviously, this is going to take a very long time for Brock to complete, so your support of that series, as well as all the rest of our coverage over at LastCar, will go a long way. And now that I've been promoted to staff writer, I won't go into all the details of what that means exactly. Just know that if you're supporting Brock's Patreon, you're not just supporting him, you're directly supporting me and my fellow staff writer and friend William Soki as well. So it is very much appreciated. Additionally, by supporting the Grid and LastCar Patreons, you're going to help each of our teams have the potential to make it out to more races this year and in the years to come. And again, that goes back to increasing our coverage and putting even more content out there for everybody. The more we can earn, the more tracks we can go to cover the races on site, and the more everyone from you, the viewers, to we, the creators, will benefit from it. That's all I really have for now. I don't want anyone to feel like they're obligated to make a pledge, but if you choose to do so, just know that your generosity means the world to me, and it goes a long way in helping me create even more content for all of you. I appreciate all the support you've shown already, and until next time, you all take it easy, and as always, thank you so much for watching.
You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.